Yes, and welcome back. This is, of course, the Sports Check. Thank you so much for staying with us. Time for us to switch over and to our second interview. We are speaking with Kenya's sole female judoka at the Olympics since 1988. She did participate in 2024 Paralympic Games and gave the country as well as the East Africa region a lot of honor and glory. I'm speaking about Zedi Cherotich, who is also won bronze more recently, 2 weeks ago or a week ago. She did win bronze at the Africa Senior Judo Championship that ended here in Nairobi at Kasarani Gymnasium. Karibu sana Zedi, and great to have you on the set. I mean, I remember when I watched you winning that bronze after your fight against Hanjarine Zo, the player from Madagascar. You know, you were so elated. What did it mean for you? Your bronze ilimaanisha nini kwako?
That bronze is something I've been waiting for. Since I joined judo, I was very happy. You know, I was very happy, especially for the fans. They really cheered me up. Yes.
Ilikuwa ni like your first African, you know, African title, African medal.
Yeah, it was my first African medal. And I was really happy for it. Yes.
Yes. I mean, and it's also ensured that you qualify for the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah. That winning bronze medal has and earned me so many points, and I've already qualified for the Commonwealth Games. Yes.
Was it just one that particular tournament, as well as the championship ambazo zilikuwa Morocco during the Africa Senior Championship early in the year, this 2026?
No, it was just only that African Championship that was held in Kenya that made me to qualify for the Commonwealth Games. Yes.
How difficult was it for you to win, especially at home? Pressure ilikuwa juu?
Pressure ilikuwa juu sana. And but at least nilikuwa na motisha, nilikuwa na my teammates walikuwa hapo karibu na mimi, the coaches, they really supported me. So the bronze medal itself, haikuwa yangu peke yangu. I had to dedicate to the fans. Yes.
And maybe qualifying for the Commonwealth Games means that the Olympic dream, LA 2028, is also getting closer.
I'm really happy because this is my first Commonwealth Games, and I was happy when I was told I've qualified for the championship. And I think definitely 2028 LA. Here I come again.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. What will you be looking for?
I think 2028 I'll be looking for at least to play well, not like the 2024 that was in Paris. 2028 I will just enjoy the mat and play well. Yes.
And maybe looking, maybe we could draw from the experiences of 2024. What has changed? How better have you become?
I've really changed in so many areas, especially creeping and counter attacks. In 2024, bado nilikuwa mgeni. Kuna some areas sikuwa nime perfect, but I think so far, even for me winning that bronze, it's because so many coaches, I think, from our country walinisaidia sana kubadilisha so many things, and that made me to win the medal. Yes.
And maybe talking about the impact of my coaches, right? How impactful has the Japanese coach, you know, who is seconded to Kenya team by the International Federation been?
Okay, I really thank the KJF because walituletea the Japan from the coach from Japan. And tumekuwa hapo Kasarani since January that tumekuwa camp, and kucheza na players from different clubs, hiyo ilichangia because hata tukiwa hapo tulikuwa tunacheza na wanaume, so hao ndio walinisaidia sana, na hapo ndio coaches from different clubs pia, kila mtu alikuwa anakuja na different ideas na walinisaidia sana.
How difficult was it for you to play in the Africa Championship at home and finally win? What would you say about the quality your opponents ambao ulipata now on the road to bronze?
I think I'm very lucky because winning the first match inakuanga napewa the player from South Africa. Even the past competition last year and last year part 1. Nilianza na South Africa, so I think ni kama niko na bahati na watu wa South Africa. So that was my first competition. Nilianza na mtu wa South Africa, I won. I lost the second game and I was given the repechage. So wakati nilishinda the repechage, nikapewa the bronze medal. Yes.
Yes, indeed. And the bronze now got your way to Glasgow Games. Would you have gone there if you had not won bronze?
No, but we still have another competition outside the country. So if kama singeshinda this competition yenye tuli host, maybe ningepewa chance to represent the country in the next Africa Championship. Kama ningeshinda pia ningepewa. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And looking at maybe you're now blazing the trail, going to the Commonwealth Games again, and this is big. How big is it for especially some of your teammates, who akina Njeri, the young ones like Ulova coming up?
They were very happy wakati waliona nimequalify for the Commonwealth Games. Na nashukuru sana kwa sababu hata now I think we have Mary Njeri and Caroline Sigei for the ladies. They might qualify also because they won their first match. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. And how important itakuwa na umuhimu gani especially to judoka?
I'm very happy because haitakuwa mtu mmoja anaenda at that Commonwealth Games. We might be given at least 4 to 6 players. And I will be very happy as a senior player to have at least the upcoming to junior, they might, but I know they will qualify for the Commonwealth Games. Yes.
Sure. I mean, and for you, I think you've been in the sport for the last 6 or 7 years and things are really working out for you. Did you ever plan that if you go to judo, knowing your history coming from javelin athletics, did you ever imagine?
I didn't know that I was going to make history, especially in judo, but I've been in sports since I was young, and I was in athletics for the last more than 10 years, and I really thank God because, and also thank the coaches and my teammates, but deep down my heart I knew one day, one time I will represent the country, but I didn't know it was judo. Yes.
Sure. And of course Olympics and still going on, what has been, like Imekweka still focused, many people, and especially with such a story, if you go to Olympics and you just picked up a sport, not less than a decade ago, if you go to the Olympics, the highest, what else, what makes you stay hungry?
Right now, everyone is telling me now, Zedi, hauko tena mahali ulikuanga. Winning that bronze medal imeniweka mahali, at least I have to be more serious in training. And again, going for the Commonwealth Games, lazima nitie bidii. Yes.
What are your expectations now in Commonwealth in Glasgow, and what must you work on today?
Right now, I want to work on my strength conditioning. And again in my speed, and my expectation in the next and upcoming Commonwealth Games, God willing, I want to be top 3.
Sure.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, what must you do?
I need to work on some areas, and especially the gripping and the movement on the mat. Yes.
What did you realize, especially after maybe your matches against wachezaji kutoka North Africa, as well as some players that you've met from Europe, from elsewhere? What makes them good? And you've played with them, you've won some, you've lost some, but what really makes them that thick, and maybe some of the things that you also are incorporating in your play, in your style of play?
Some of them walianza judo when they were young, and the difference that I have with them is that wale wako na speed, na ukiwaona hata their posture, mwili yao iko tu sawa, wameenda gym. So that's why I want to start also in the next, I think, 2 to 3 years. I will be somewhere, if only I will work hard and change my techniques and also my speed, kuongeza speed yenye nakuanga nayo. Yes.
Sure, and speed is a key factor in judo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you develop it? How do you develop speed?
For you to develop speed for a judoka, you need to work on so many areas, especially kucheza kwa mazoezi. Lazima kuwa unafanya mazoezi with different categories. Usistick on your category. Unafaa kuwa unaenda chini. Kama mimi niko under 78, I should play with some of under 52, under 70, under 63, because hao ndio kona speed kuniliko. Na kupata the strength, na kupata hiyo nguvu, lazima nicheze na mtu wa plus. At least kitu 140, 100 and above kgs. Yes.
To get the speed, right?
Yes.
Really good insights there on how you become better. Currently, maybe your ranking, you can just walk us through your rank today, right? And what you need to do to get to the LA 2028. I know Commonwealth was also part of the qualification process here.
In fact, before championship that was here in Kenya, nilikuwa 114. So wakati nilipata hiyo medal, nilikuja world ranking number 70. So before 2028 LA, nataka nikuje around number 40 in the world ranking. Yes. That's
when you'll get to the LA 2028.
Yes.
And is it possible?
It is. Yeah.
Why so confident that it's possible?
It is because right now niko very much confident, especially wakati niliwin that bronze. Sai hata niko ready nikipewa any championship outside the country, especially in Africa. Siwezi acha tena. Siwezi achilia.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long do you see you'll dominate especially the African game?
I want to dominate this year and next year. Yes.
Then what happens? Look at the Olympics.
After Olympics, I think I'll look for something else. Maybe being a coach. Yes.
Yeah, being a coach, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you'll make. I'm just believing and know that surely you'll make a very good coach. Yeah. Yeah. Looking at how you've come, and what you've achieved so far. Yeah. Well, what do you make your story? How do you make people to understand, especially the young, those the ones who are likely to benefit from your mind, from your knowledge?
Right now, hata tukiwa nao kwa mat tukifanya mazoezi, you see so many players, especially ladies, wanakuja kwangu na wananiambia, Saidi, what do you do? Wewe uko na nguvu. Hivi hata hao vijana, wewe uko na nguvu, wewe unafanyanga nini? Tusaidie. Nikamwambia, sasa for a sport lady, never give up. Yes. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, what have you had to not to give up on? In what situations? Have you ever thought about giving up? Because when javelin was not working, you went to judo.
I love sport very much. I really love sport very much. And after Olympics 2024, I got injury in my both knee, and I stayed, I think 2025 last year. Sikuwa nafanya mazoezi ile mzuri. And I was told to go for a surgery, but nilikata. I had to look for a physiotherapy. Na huyo mtu alinisaidia na kaniambia yako si mbaya. So that person, I really thank him.
Yeah. Is a national team physio?
Yeah. Athletics. Yeah.
You can mention it.
John. I John Mayaka. I really thank him. Amenitoa mbali. I had to go for various physio. And before this competition, nilikuwa na yeye, and he told me that you are going to make it.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, and those are the journeys that injuries are like the biggest test to an athlete, right?
Yeah.
And coming up from them and going on in a technique.
In fact, hiyo last year, I was like, sijui niachane na judo kwa sababu the pain that I had in my legs haikuwa rahisi. But because I love sport na nimekaa kwa sport na najua all the challenges, so I had to look. Ingekuwa ni mtu mwingine angeenda direct to surgery. Yeah. So going to the surgery, that hiyo ingeniaka nje na maybe singerudi judo. Yeah.
So you had to look for advice here more than one person.
Yeah, I did it. Yes.
And now look, already umeenda Olympics now. I mean, why not even just let it go? But we'll talk about that after this short break. We take a break. We'll be back with Zedi, and also later on I'll be speaking with Ronnie Lusigi, the president of the Esports Federation of Kenya. So stay with us on Channel 1. Yes, and welcome back. I'm speaking with Zedi Cherotich, the Olympian as well as the Africa Senior Judo Championship bronze winner. She's here to speak to us about her Commonwealth plans, targets, and also her struggles to this particular bronze, the backstory that we really didn't know so much about. You know, people don't get to see, but you know, that's what makes the champions. And we were, Zedi, karibu tena. So we all about, you know, how you won this particular bronze, and just speaking with you just makes me now understand and know that for real how sweet this particular bronze was, you know, coming back from the injury. But how long did you sit out? How long did you, like, you know, recuperate, get injured, and then you had to maybe take a year just getting like treatment? How long did it take, Rudi?
After the Paris 2024, I realized I had injury on December, and nika prep for 1 month. After 1 month tukarudi mazoezi, so immediately wakati tulienda mazoezi kasikia my knee haikuwa inawaka. So I had to talk with coaches. Wakaniambia just do ile kitu miguu inaweza kubali. So nilikuwa wanaenda gym with upper body, but kukimbia sikuwa nafanya anything. And ikabidi nimeenda hospitali. So aenda nikapigwa hiyo x-ray, nikaenda MRI, and I was told that niko na issue na meniscus, ilikuwa imetear up. And the only solution I was given is to go for a surgery. But before ni decide, nilikuja nikaongea na John Mayaka, and he told me to go and see him kwa clinic yake, and tukaanza physio. Yes.
Sure. And now you're here talking about, you know, recovering, and now going for the Commonwealth. What will Commonwealth Games mean for you, despite the fact that it will be the first time?
It will mean a lot to me, because that was the only remaining championship. Sikuwa nimequalify. At least nimequalify for the World Championship. Nimekuwa in the Olympics. The remaining part of it ilikuwa Commonwealth Games. So I'll be very glad to be among the players who will represent the country. Yes.
Sure. It's of course the Sports Check. Thank you so much for staying with us on Channel 1. And Zedi Cherotich, we'll be back with her here. She just to wrap up the interview, been speaking about her preparations for the Commonwealth Games, especially after winning that particular bronze in Nairobi during the Africa Senior Judo Championship. And now what lies next? Road to 2028 LA. It's also just gotten halfway. So is she ready for that? But Zedi, thank you, right? But now the expectations and your targets, how are we going to prepare now for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, which is in August?
I think I'm going to training again. I need to prepare very well. My expectation right now is very high. Everyone is watching me. And God willing, I might not say I'm going to win, but I'm going to work very hard. I'm going to train hard, and focus on the key areas where I'm supposed to work on it. Yes. Sure.
And of course, it will be a beautiful story at the Commonwealth Games if you get all the way to the podium.
Yeah.
Not out of the, not, you know, it's part of your target.
Yeah.
Indeed. And your inspiration to the other players, I mean, that maybe hanging up the, you know, the mat, leaving the mat soon.
Never lose hope in your life, in any other activities. You need to work very hard and also pray God. And as a sport lady, you just love whatever you're doing, love your sport, train very hard, and also have discipline. Yes.
Sure. And at some moment, maybe it appeared like it's not, you know, it's not what it should be.
I know so many people don't believe in themselves, but as for me, I usually believe in whatever I'm doing, and also respect you need to respect your coaches, respect your workmates, for you to succeed in life.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Zedi. We wish you all the best as you begin your preparations for the Commonwealth Games, and also we hope that maybe the next Africa Championship, that bronze will be gold. So
Yeah.
yes, and make it 2 times in a row for the, you'll be the only judoka to have ever gone to 2 Olympics in East Africa. So we wish you all the best. Zedi,
Thank you so
I know
much.
that now you know so much, a little bit about Zedi. You know, she's the Kenya's only Olympian that's in judo in the last 40 years. You know, the last one was in 1988. That was in Seoul, Korea. But she did, you know, replicate that particular feat and qualified for the 2024 and also won bronze at the Africa Senior Championship. Thank you so much for making your time. And we wish you the best as you carry the national flag in Commonwealth Games. Up next, I'll be